Oh ho! What's this? Our battle mechs are, well, not in the best shape, but they have paint jobs. We'll take a look at everyone's color schemes at the end of the episode, unless I completely forget. But one day I won't forget. But in the meantime, wait. Where's Fahad? Is he? I need to know. Like, is he just like a? Have we all gone insane and we just think that Fahad exists and we just hear voices in our head, or does he actually exist? Like, if I don't see his model physically, I refuse to believe he's anything but a figment of our. These cactus. Yeah, I refuse. Wait, this guy looks different. Maybe he doesn't look different. Shut up. I'm going to like, we're going to do the next mission. So there's a problem. So you can see the mission starts like right now, but we can't. That means we can't repair. Especially this one. This one's going to need 92 days. In fact, I'll probably cancel it and go to a better place to repair it, but we might as well get it going now. And that's because I have to do the mission. And what that means is we can't use any of these mechs. I mean, we could. I could send them into battle anyways. This mech is dysfunctional. It just doesn't operate. We do have another set of 4 mechs, but I can't even tune them. Like, I can't even customize them the way I want. So we just have to use these mechs, and that's that. It's basically the situation. Like, it's a back-to-back mission. Anyways, so here it is. I'm guessing this is, yeah, here it is. Richard Westrick of the Crater Cobras. And Operation Galahad, Part 2. Commander, beating those uncoordinated highboard whelps back was easy to do with their battlefield infighting, but we should continue to press our momentum against them while we have it. With their pride on the line, I doubt that either Colonel Zax or Marshal Davian will make the same mistake twice. The next time we face them, I'm willing to bet that their desire to beat us will push aside any grievances they have with each other. But what if you're wrong? What if they start killing each other and do the job for us? If I've learned anything from my years fighting these highborns, it's that when faced with adversity, they tend to vastly overcompensate for their failures. The next time we face them, they will most likely pull all remaining forces together to beat us back now that we have the superior numbers on them. But kicking their ass in a straight-up fight isn't our mission. Eliminating their commander, Ardan Sortek, he's our client, by the way, is. If I take the greater whole of my Cobras and move on their command center's position from the east, they will be forced to come out and face me, which will leave Colonel Sortek open for a surgical strike from your lance. I've provided a possible location for the Coalition's HQ to Rihanna. Take Sortek out, then fall back. The scenario should end if we are able to take him out and withdraw in one piece. Let the Cobras buy you the time we need to finish this and take these high and mighty nobles down a peg. So, is this kind of just like role play? Like, is there a time limit? Like, will the Cobras get overrun if I don't do this quickly enough? That's one thing I wonder. From the sounds of the mission, just like estimating, it sounds like it's going to be a raid where I'm going to have to hit multiple locations and hope that one of them is the HQ, but it could be just a handcrafted mission. Taking Sortek down and withdrawing will result in a victory for our side. I'll distract the Coalition forces. Your lance will move to take out Sortek. He pilots a customized Victor packing Starleague-era tech that he calls Dragon Slayer. Okay, so we're not destroying a building. We're going to be taking out it's an assassination mission. Sortek's no pushover in a fight either, so don't underestimate him. Make sure you pack some heat that can also get out of there quick once you... Oh, so we also have the withdrawal. Okay, so we don't have to worry about damage coverage. Let's... 18... I think our payouts are pretty good. Like, we got something like 6 million from the mission itself. So let's see if we can just pull in some interesting cargo. Looks like our tonnage limit is 220, same difficulty level. And yeah, let me set up our lance. Okay, so as I said, we only have 4 mechs to deploy in the first place, and we're slightly below tonnage, but it's not that big of a deal. Would be nice if this mech was a bit more on the level of these other medium mechs, but it's not that big of a deal. I'm making sure that our Jenner is piloted by whoever has our highest piloting evasion, essentially. And once again, we'll talk about all of these mechs and all of their color schemes, though I suspect some of you guys recognize them just because, like, I did follow what you guys wanted. But let's get on the battlefield.
Okay, Commander.
Oh, it's
With
raining.
the opposition reeling from their failed assault, our new mission is to find and destroy the Coalition field commanders. The Crater Cobras will act as a diversionary force to draw the main Coalition forces away. This should give us an opening to take out Coalition field commanders.
Man, this is a pretty epic battlefield. Like, we got, like, just anti-aircraft guns going on, rain and crackling lightning. It's kind of, you know, a little like, overly epic, even.
A splinter group has broken through our lines on an approach vector on my position. Marshal Davion, Colonel Sachs, where are you two?
Before they talk, let me check my weapon groups. We're going to put all the SRMs together. Then we're going to put the medium lasers together, the LRMs, and my Mega Fist right there. Okay, but make sure I did it right. Okay, so I am...
Colonel Sortek, we're tied down by mercenary forces east of your position. Colonel Sachs, hold this line. I'm withdrawing the Lancers to reinforce Colonel Sortek's position. Marshal, destroying your forces will leave my flank exposed. If Colonel Sortek falls, we lose this scenario. It's a risk we'll have to take.
Okay, we don't want to take... If we're doing... I mean, a Victor isn't too hard to destroy, especially if... Even with lostech, as long as we disable its arm, it's basically reduced to a big mech with the equipment of a light mech. So what we're going to try to do is not get entangled in these defenses. One thing I am worried about is this mech without... In its default state... Oh, my guys are stupid. They're just going to get caught in those. Also, there's no mechs here or anything. Let's just neutralize it. We probably need to hurry. That sounds like a really good idea. I don't know when... I don't know when What's-His-Face is actually going to arrive. Like, that would be a problem. I sure hope that... Okay, it looks like he's not there. Let's just completely ignore it. What I'm looking for is basically whether or not those objective indicators disappear, like the little markers on the map. Wait, how do I get in? What am I doing? Like, I'm like, okay, I'm not even close enough to it. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I was thinking about taking that little ravine, but we might be able to swing wide and mostly ignore the base if we basically go to the far east of the map. And I'm basically just trying to recon with our radar system. Follow me, boys. Anyways, let me get there. Okay, so like I said, we got to it, and I think I have a strong feeling it's going to be the one farthest to the south. Like, that's my estimation of it. I'm pretty sure we're going to be able to swing wide enough on the right, but let's go ahead and check the one in the middle just in case they're like, everyone will assume the one on the south is where, you know, Sortek is. You'd think he'd be in one of these, like the radar shows there's two, like, large compounds. You'd think that he'd be in one of those, but who knows? Okay, we are successfully bypassing that checkpoint, and we are now going to recon the one that's kind of the lower southern one. Let's get the distance. So about 600 meters is sufficient, and it looks like they didn't pull a fast one on us. It looks like it is exactly the last location. So, looks like this might be kind of a trap, to be honest, considering that it's kind of funneling us into this one pathway, but at the same time, we're pretty fast. I feel like we should be able to shake off enough gunfire. There we go. So one piece of advice I'll give you guys is if you're not using the Lance commands, man, it's going to make... That's something you want to get into the habit of. I only use two of the commands for the most part. It's F1, F1, which is everyone attack my target, and then...
All right, Commander Mason, let's see what you've got.
Okay, that's perfect. Let's go right over here. Let's get a stop. We got a helicopter coming in. Let me go ahead and thin these guys out. Maybe they'll come out to us. As I was saying, though, I only use two commands for the most part. F1, F1, that's... Oh, God. Oh, perfect. So this guy came out a little too early. He's ahead of his lance mates. I'm a little worried about my heat. Focus fire on that. Actually, I'm going to destroy the little crummy vehicle. Oh, there's... Let me get that crummy vehicle. Looks like the Victor is armed with... Wow, it's packing some heat. Look at that Gauss rifle PPC. Looks like I'm kind of confusing him a little bit. Here we go. Trying to get his arm out of here. Almost through it. There, heat's critical, as I would have expected. Everybody get on the Victor. Almost through his arm. That's his... Okay, I'm going to break off my attack real quick. He's got great aim, like Sortek. Like, even though I'm circle strafing in a... No, not a fast mech, but not really a slow mech either.
Marshal Davion, where is that promised support?
How did he get over here? I don't think it matters, though. Okay, so his other arm is his weak point. So he's got a Gauss rifle in one arm and a PPC in the other. Jeez. Packing some heat. Trying to get through the armor. We're through the armor. I'm going to go hot here in order to this. Okay, he's just down to his lasers. Let's try to take these guys out. Got an armor breach on my left torso. Wow, they got more mechs in there. Hopefully my guys are almost done with him. Looks like that mech is still standing. I'm probably going to clean up some of the other targets in the meantime. Big damage center torso. He is out of here. That's the Kintaro with that massive upfront damage on... Oh, looks like I'm about to lose an arm. I don't think that's a problem, though. We lost a laser, but honestly, in this up-close fighting, the laser isn't helping us that much. Oh, great. Let me see if I can knock this guy's leg off so I can slow him down. There we go. Now to finish him off. Oh my god, we run so hot in this mech. Oh man, that arm actually had a lot of good gear in it, so we have two SRM6s. That's more than enough. Honestly, the third SRM6 we were running too hot. And all of our damage is going to get paid back, so it's not that big of a deal. What if I just take his other leg? Oh, I'm not a heavy mech. I can't crash through walls.
That takes care of Sortek, but Marshal Davion is still en route to our position. It's time for us to withdraw from this area before we get overrun. Colonel Westrick, we are drawing the Crucis Lancers away from your position. You should now be able to overwhelm the Coalition forces at your location.
Roger, Rihanna. Thanks for the heads up. Cobras, let's finish this.
Oh man, so they're not even going to be... It's not even good enough for them. Like, it's not even like, oh man, we got the mission objective, so now we're going to, like, you know, yoobity-doobly and win. No, they actually just want to, like, defeat Colonel Zax as well, so it's like, it's not even enough for them. They just have to go in for, like, the maximum levels of humiliation. Well, that's going to be this battle.
All right, everyone, stand down. That's enough. The mercenaries have taken the field and are the winners. Marshal Davion, Colonel Zax, return to Coalition HQ for debriefing. Needless to say, we have a lot that we're going to need to go over together.
It definitely got pretty beat up in that mission. A lot of that's because I should have customized my mechs earlier, and then they would have operated a lot more smoothly, but, you know, I had no idea that this is how it would have been done. So Davion says, or I'm guessing this is Sortek, he says, "Well done, Commander, you've lived up to your father's reputation. Up next time we meet, we're once again on the same side. Westrick, Commander, good work. Your performance definitely humbled Colonel Zax and Marshal Davion. We have a lot to discover. We have a lot to discuss in our debriefing." So, unfortunately, we did not... Ooh, looks like there's some lostech sneaking in here, so let me look a little more closely. We're going to pick up that double heatsink. And then we're probably just going to click down the line because I don't care to be that meticulous with things. Oh, one more. Get all my payments. How did we do? So the Lance did all right. Damage to... Basically, the damage was mainly on me, which I guess that's fine. I was intended to lead the attack. And, otherwise, mostly cosmetic damage. Might have a critical damage on the Shadowhawk's arm, but otherwise no armor breaches. So, pretty good. Although, the Jenner actually did quite a bit of damage despite being the smallest mech. So, overall, I think the team did pretty good, and the payout wasn't bad either. Let's see, do we get, we also get, a completion payout. Colonel Ardan Sortek says, "Congratulations on the superb performance, Commander. You've given me plenty of data to go over with Colonel Zax and Marshal Davian. The future Federated Commonwealth thanks you for for your contributions in preparing us for our eventual unification. I'll get right to the point, Commander. House Davian has a long-term mercenary contract set to open up a year from now in 3028. First Prince Hans Davion tapped you and the Crater Cobras to participate in these games to evaluate the state of your unit's recovery after taking heavy losses on Halstead Station back in 3013. Not to mention your father's death and near destruction of your unit 2 years later on DeBerry. Very few mercenary operators ever recover from such catastrophic loss. While the Craters appear to have fully recovered, your unit still seems to be in the midst of recovery after the DeBerry incident. I want to formally say to you that House Davion is interested in offering your unit a long-term service contract provided that your mercenary company continues to recover and grow up into a unit that can field multiple lances worth of mechs and pilots by the time our contract comes up in 3028. Preferably one with around 10 combat-ready mechs. We'll be sure to make it very worth your while." I do notice they're not talking about tonnage. There's a very big difference between 10 combat-ready light mechs, 10 fire starters, 10 hunchbacks, 10 marauders, 10 atlases. There's definitely a difference there. But I'm guessing the reason for that is because we're going to be hitting multiple missions kind of in succession and there won't be time to repair. And maybe even pilots get injured and need to be rotated out. So that's probably the issue. So that's interesting. Again, we are looking for a unit that can field multiple lances of pilots and mechs and pilots in a year's time. So keep growing and keep an eye out on our offer when the 3028 contract opens up. Until then, good luck, Commander. So they're really hammering. The fact that he's repeating this over and over again makes it very clear to me that we are going to be going kind of like gauntlet-style missions where we just have to, rotate through them. Our bonus payout is 1.8 million C-bills, 200 reputation, medium laser, SRM-6, or 3 SRM-6s, Tier 3, 6 medium lasers, Tier 3, an AC-10, Tier 3, and 2 large lasers, Tier 3. Not very, very good overall, especially considering that we didn't have to pay for any of our repairs. So that's done. Let me think about what we're going to do. All right, boys. So welcome to the system Claxton. I have fixed up our mechs, and I've decided because we just did this terrible thing, we worked for the bad guys, for the Federated Sons and the emerging Federated Commonwealth. We have to go back to Capellan territory and do a full year in service to Max, Mealy, and Liao, the Celestial Wisdom, in order to compensate for just a week of working for the villains. So that's what I'm going to be doing. I don't want to show just regular battles because I could just do more Season 2 in the meantime. In fact, that's probably what I will do, but I am going to be farming for basically a year to build us up to be able to be ready for the mission. At least that's the plan. That said, I will show you what the mechs look like. So, this is my mech, the Fox mech, in the channel colors. Then we've got, this is Scorpion's mech. He wanted the default the House Carita colors. Very honorable. That means that obviously Scorpion Raiden is very big brain. Excellent decision. The battle mech that you're in, there is no rhyme or reason to it. I just picked something, and a lot of times I didn't even look at the color pattern. I just wanted to get everyone in the game and the colors. This is Valkyas. I know this one just because he's in Season 2, and he's still in Season 2 because Season 2 is not done. Over here, this is a new one. This one I had to tinker with for a little while. This is Boone, from Boone the Noob, and he wanted yellow, light blue, and then any third color of my choice. And I had to study the color wheel for a while before deciding on a kind of purple color, and I had to pull down the saturation and add a lot of value to really make sure that yellow doesn't get out of control, because if I crank the yellow up, it starts getting like really, really, really bright. So like, I think that makes it look more like a fighting machine rather than kind of clownish looking. The next person is Little Medium Scylla, which is Macronox, in his kind of like turquoise and magenta color scheme. He's also from Season 2. We got Non-Canon. This is Ugly Gang, and I'm using a modification of his old color scheme. We got, this is McCaig, who now is going by Abertac. He's also from Season 2. He has metastasized and spread his way into Season 3. Like I said, you know, I'm not sold on this color pattern, but I'm like, let's just get everyone in their colors, and that's probably subject to change. And we got Velicious, who's Undead Ted 10. This is, I don't recognize this name, so he must be new, but yeah, welcome newcomers and returning community members alike. Anyways, that is going to be that. Like I said, I'm not just going to do filler battles in this because you've seen plenty of filler battles, and those can be put into Season 2, so I am going to farm off screen. I haven't decided if I want to just get Deltarune out of the way or if I want to do Season 2 content in the meantime. I'm sure you guys will tell me down in the comments section, but that is the plan. Basically, for 1 year of in-game time, and we've probably already spent about 60 days of just traveling and repairs, we are going to be working for probably the bad guys again, but hopefully we'll have good karma from working with House Liao for the better part of the year. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comments section. If you want me to change anything about the colors or the color scheme, let me know, and just leave a comment and tell me what you want me to change. Anyways, let me know what you think down in the comment section. Like the video if you enjoyed, subscribe for future MechWarrior 5 Mercenaries, Legend of Kestrel Lancers, and yeah, of course, remember to jump to be good, to get good.